Welcome to another epic episode, deep diving a moment in poem with Jenny and Craig. Come on in. For you, the listener,
Yeah.
our mission is to figure out what we can learn
Right.
just from these few words.
Totally.
It's almost like if you're looking at a building, you can kind of tell a lot about it by the foundation.
Yeah, you can see the structure,
Yeah.
how big it might be.
Exactly. And this is like the foundation
Yeah, it is.
of this whole piece of content.
Totally.
Okay, so let's dive into something that really gets right to the heart of human experience. Today, we're looking at something a bit different.
Oh.
Yeah, a poem sent in by one of you. It's Gilbert Stevenson's Combusting Belly from his book, A Moment in Poem.
Right, Combusting Belly. Intriguing title.
Exactly. Poem about, well, that.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why we're diving in. The mission is to explore this seemingly, unusual topic and see what it might tell us about feelings we all share.
It's interesting, isn't it, how poetry can tackle something so visceral, like digestive issues,
Yeah.
and give it this dramatic weight.
Okay, let's jump right into the start. The poem opens. This thing, petroleum, is a thing from without, not within, but this thing of which I am speaking, when ignites like petrol, is devastating. What strikes me is that contrast straight away, petroleum, external, but this internal thing, just as explosive. What's your take on that?
Yeah, that petroleum comparison is pretty powerful. Petrol ignites suddenly, it's damaging.
Right.
So linking that to an internal feeling, it immediately says this isn't just a minor ache, it's overwhelming, feels devastating, like the poem says, disruptive.
Then it describes the onset. Chewing down in a hurry may cause stomach flurry and will make you pause. Then like a volcano explode into a roar, making sounds you could never ignore.
We've all been there, right? Eating too fast.
Oh yeah, guilty. But the volcano, for that feeling, seems intense for just, indigestion.
Like it's a great image for that escalating pressure, isn't it? It sort of builds up inside, then boom.
Like you can't stop it.
Exactly. It erupts with force, noise, things you definitely can't ignore. It captures that feeling of your system just going haywire, demanding attention, maybe everyone's attention.
And then it gets even more dramatic. This thing in my stomach is a raging like the atomic bomb it's detonating. And it seemed to be as bad as sin. It can make sprinters break recordings.
Okay, wow. Atomic bombs, sin.
That's quite the leap, wouldn't you say, for a stomach issue?
Absolutely. It's pure hyperbole, exaggeration. I mean, it's not literally an atomic bomb.
You hope not.
But it perfectly captures the feeling, right? That sense of being totally overwhelmed. In that moment, it can feel catastrophic, like the world has to stop, everything has to start.
True, but then it pivots slightly.
Yeah.
There's something I think is maybe even more relatable for many people.
Which is,
The C4 is a silent killer. Because with this one, the fumes are bigger and comes with a silent thriller aiming to destroy everything. And please don't mention embarrassing. You don't want an explosion in a group meeting or wherever you're working.
okay. The social anxiety kicks in.
Totally.
Yeah, the C4 metaphor. It shifts the focus. It's not just the internal feeling now, it's the fear of the fallout, the fumes.
The potential embarrassing.
Exactly. That fear of your body betraying you in public, that silent thriller is the anxiety, just waiting for something unpredictable, maybe humiliating to happen. Have you ever felt that, like in a really quiet meeting?
Or absolutely. That dread can be worse than whatever might actually happen. So finally, we get a resolution of sorts.
How does it wrap up?
So let me take some Pepto-Bismol or milk of magnesia this morning. Then sit on my throne come this evening where I can be at ease and redundant of this farting.
Ha, okay. So from atomic bombs to Pepto-Bismol.
Right. It's pretty down to earth, almost abrupt after all that high drama.
It really is. It brings it right back down.
Yeah.
The poem goes from these huge, explosive metaphors to the very practical, kind of humorous reality of needing relief.
And the throne and mentioning farting so directly.
Yeah, it grounds it completely. It highlights that gap, doesn't it, between our dramatic internal experience and the often unspoken kind of mundane reality of just bodily functions.
What does that suggest to you, that contrast?
Well, it suggests that these small, often embarrassing things can feel absolutely enormous when we're going through them, all-consuming.
Yeah, that makes sense. So taking it all in, this deep dive into Combusting Belly, it really shows how a poem can use this incredibly vivid, almost over-the-top language to describe something super common, like digestive trouble and the social awkwardness that can come with it.
And what's insightful, I think, is how it gives voice to that private, sometimes kind of shameful experience. Using extreme comparisons validates how bad it can feel.
Right. It makes you think about the power these seemingly minor physical things can have over us.
Yeah.
Internally, and how we act around others.
It really does. Makes you wonder how often we're all just silently battling our own combusting bellies, trying to avoid any public explosions.
Definitely gives you something to think about. Thanks for digging into this one with me. And thanks to Gilbert Stevenson. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a video.